Hey everybody, it's Julie Parker and Lolita, how do you pronounce your last name?
Gooden.
Gooden. With me, it is Tuesday and we're here to talk to you about something interesting. So many of you have asked, and before I get there, as a face reader and physiognomist, I'm a speaker, coach, and consultant, and many know what I do, have either heard me speak or have had a reading with me. So I've done several workshops in person, and several have asked, so I'm delivering an online virtual workshop. I'm so excited about this. It's going to be amazing. And if you're here watching live, please comment so I know you're here and I can connect with you. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments. Or if you're catching the replay, do the same and I'll be back to reply. So what I wanted to ask you was, many of us find ourselves in either networking event conversations or sales conversations with people who the conversation doesn't go so well, or you approach them, we end up, it's almost like a monologue. We have this memorized, I don't want to say pitch, but memorized verbiage that we just kind of give to everybody that we meet. And if you'll notice, it's not as always well received as it could be. So what I've done is taken something quite eccentric and created a powerful selling tool out of it by using face reading. It's basically instant insight at a glance. So when you see somebody exactly how to approach them, how to deliver information in a manner that they'll be open to receiving it, and really improve your sales ability. So this is going to be at the end of the month, and what I wanted to do was, and with that information, it's going to help you, it's going to give you content on the really juicy tips too, to help you use this information immediately to improve your ability to connect with people and establish that crucial rapport, so that the like and trust factor it follows it. They'll be open to hear what you have to say and interested in what you have to say if it's something they want. Anyway, what I have done is asked Lolita to come live with me to share with you what her experience was in a workshop that we did live. It was in person. She was there, I think it was in July. So if you would just tell everybody what your experience was, what you learned, what you enjoyed about it, how you benefited from it.
Well, I loved that workshop, and it was so much information that it took me hours or days after that even to digest. And what I loved the most, that I had the handouts, because when you participating things somewhere and then they give you so much information, you're listening and you think you're going to remember all, but no, you're not going to remember all. And I appreciated the handouts of the features of the face, and then I actually could come back every week and refresh my skills, my face reading skills. And the workshop itself was just passed by so fast because there's so much information that's really so exciting. It just went back. It's like, what time is now? Because there was, it's so interesting. To me, it's fascinating. Like, we all think, I wish I could read somebody's mind. But now, really, in a way, I can read a little bit. Now, of course, I'm not a pro, but you gave us such a good ideas and tips how to read people's faces. So I can tell you that my networking changed, because now I know if the person likes the physical contact or no. And I know, can I talk to them and say, hey, well, how are you? Or well, how was the day? So I don't offend people. I also, I can look at somebody's faces and I say, okay, well, here I can talk a lot and give them lots of details. Or here I'm probably gonna, just say right to the point and give them opportunity to decide about my offer and things like that. And I feel more confident now. I feel more confident because to me it feels like now, I know this little secret, and
she's got a secret ninja trick.
And it really helped. I look at it a different way, because before then I had, like you mentioned, Julie, before, I had like my, my sales pitch. I have this is my outline. This is what I start with. This and but really everybody's very different, and it's very important to approach everybody on their own specific characteristics and personalities.
Speak their language.
Yes, speak their language, and that's what it is. How if you don't speak the language to your client, they're not going to hear you, and it's just amazing. It's just with a glance of somebody, you just you know how to behave and how to approach them. I think that's priceless. That is priceless.
Thank you. And Lolita, have you used it in conversations with people? And what was the reply? Were they more open to you? How did it work?
Yeah, I would. Had conversations with women that I feel I can touch people a lot, but I realize later, okay, there are people who shouldn't be touched because I offend them, or they will just be turned off by me because I did something that they don't like, or there will be also women that I will talk to them, and I'm a stress management coach, so I have coaching services, and when I approach them, I will think, okay, looking at her face, I can tell it's gonna take some time until she's gonna make her decision. And that moment, it helped me so much, because then I would think, it used to be, I would think, well, well, I didn't sell her this time, she didn't sign up with me, this means, case is over, let's not forget about her, right? But if now I look at her face, I'm like, oh, she needs to hear things, on her own pace, and she needs to make her own decision, and she's going to do that later. That's me, and I still can follow up and be consistent in following up instead of saying, didn't work for her. So it really helps with the sales, with the way I see people, and it actually saves time, because if I have on my script that I talk with everybody and it takes 5 minutes, but there's a person who I just need to give them a punchline, that's actually saved me time, because they come and I said what it is, and then move on.
Awesome. It really makes the conversation, it saves you time, it makes it more efficient, your interactions with them are so much more efficient. It's scientifically proven, it's so much fun, it's fun to learn, it's easy to learn, and you have the opportunity to come into a pilot program, which is never going to be offered at this price again, but if you're interested in joining, it's going to be a virtual program on a Monday from 9 until noon. And if you'd like more information on it, comment below with workshop, the word workshop, and I'll reach out to you to give you more information. Anyway, just wanted to pop on and talk a little bit about that, let you know what's coming up. And I love doing the workshops. Anyway, and yeah, just give you a little bit of someone else's perspective as to what they learned and what their experience has been like in a workshop with me, and learning this information and applying it. So with
you
that,
should sign up. Seriously.
Thank you, Lolita.
Well, thank you for having such a great workshop.
Thank you so much. All right, guys, signing off for now. See you soon. Bye.
Bye.